Here we have an exponential equation, and you can see that the variable t is in the exponent of the expression e to the negative 7t. And if you're asked to solve for t, what we do is we use logarithms to decompose this power and bring the exponent out in front. So the first thing we'll need to do in this problem is try to isolate the e to the negative 7t. To do that, we will multiply both sides of the equation by 2, and that turns the coefficient into a 1. And so we're left with e to the negative 7t equals 0.4. At this point, when you have the power equal to some other value, you do logarithm on both sides. So I'm going to apply the natural log here, and actually, just to make this fit in a little better, I'm going to move the 0.4 over. As soon as I figure out how to use my eraser. There we go. So I'm going to have the natural log of 0.4 over here. Okay, at this point, a couple things can happen. The shortcut for this, well, let me just use the properties of logarithms. So when you do the logarithm on a power, you can then use the properties of logarithms to bring that exponent out in front and make it into a product. So this turns into negative 7t times the natural log of e equals the natural log of 0.4. Natural log of 0.4 is just some value we will compute on our calculator here in a minute. But on this side, the natural log of e, this is just a 1. So my equation becomes negative 7t equals the natural log of 0.4. Oops, I don't know why I wrote that like that. Natural log of 0.4. And then to finish this off, we'll just divide by negative 7. And so t is going to be the result of doing natural log of 0.4 divided by negative 7. I've run out of room here. This is poor planning for a video. But so I'm just going to write it over here. T equals natural log of 0.4 divided by negative 7. If you're looking for a decimal approximation through your calculator, this would round off to approximately 0.13. There's a couple other ways you might see this answer. Since this is 4/10, you might see negative 1/7 times natural log of 4 minus natural log of 10. There's all kinds of weird things we can do with this answer. But the main tool for solving this problem is to apply the natural log to both sides once you have isolated the power. And that allows you to bring the variable out in front, and then you can do inverse operations to solve the rest of the problem. Hopefully this gives you a quick little idea of how to use natural logs to solve an exponential equation. Keep me posted on your progress.